Hello everybody for a second time this week. We're going to see if this video is any better, any worse. Give me a feedback in Google Classroom once you watch this and see what you think of it. Anyways, we have the notes for inverse operations. Inverse operations are operations that undo each other. Get rid of. Undo. So, first off, we have addition. And what is the inverse of addition? How do you get rid of addition? You use subtraction. So to get rid of adding 5, I subtract 5. Again, we've talked enough with rational numbers, so therefore you should realize that if I put $20 in my wallet and I subtract or take away $20 from my wallet is the exact same as what it was once before. The next one is multiplication. And of course I won't put it in the bubble because it's a thicker pen, but I wanted to use a little bit of color, and again you guys can too. And what's the opposite or the inverse of multiplication? That would be division. Okay, so if I take a quantity and I multiply it by 5, let's say I have a dozen cupcakes and I multiply that by 5, that means I have 60 cupcakes. But if I then go and take those 60 cupcakes and divide it among my 5 classes, that means I have 12 cupcakes for each class. So therefore they undo each other. And that's what the whole point of equations is, to undo or get rid of to get the variable by itself, which will be our next video. Couple of things that I want you to recognize. For addition, and we put addition in black, so again I'll try to keep it color coordinated. For addition, we can see things like r plus 4 or 8 plus m. That 8 is still being added because it's a positive 8. Okay, so to get rid of that positive 8, we would subtract 8. All right, so addition is really just a positive number. Again, that's what we call a number sign or a pound sign. Forget that hashtag thing. This isn't a popular thing. Positive number by itself. That's basically addition. For subtraction, which I do believe we use blue. Oh, no, I'm wrong, red. For subtraction, so if I put that C in there, subtraction, we either have t minus 6, okay, and no, we're not blasting off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or we have negative 5 plus s. That negative 5 we still want to think of as a subtraction. To get rid of it, we add. Or think of it as a negative 5. To get rid of that, we add 5. To get rid of the negative 6 or the subtracting 6, we add 6. So in other words, the subtraction we can think of as a term with a negative sign in front of it. And then, last but not least, is the purple multiplication. And we've talked about the different ways of saying multiplication. You can write it as 4 times x, 4x. You can write it as 3 and then that dot end for 3 times n. And you can use parentheses, something like 7 parentheses f. And again, the parentheses could go around the 7, could go around both of them, but all of that means multiplication. But multiplication mainly is when the number, remember number sign here, not hashtag, number and variable are touching. Again, we'll barely ever use that dot, but we do use the parentheses, but we could say that they're kind of touching with the parentheses. Next, a quick reminder. Subtraction changes to addition of the opposite. Oh, what's another word for opposite? I know you guys know it. Oh, actually, it's two words. What was it called again? Oh, yeah, that's right. Additive inverse. And also, remember that division changes to multiplication. I'm having a hard time fitting multiplication in anywhere today. Of the reciprocal. Oh, wait a minute. What was that other word for reciprocal? You probably have it from up above, and that's called the multiplicative inverse. Notice how these words inverses goes along with the notes today of inverse operations. And we can change addition into subtraction. We can change subtraction into addition. We can change division into multiplication and multiplication into division. Keep that in mind. Again, 6.5-minute video. Let me know what you think of it.